So welcome to the Yarima Karama app. So see, as soon as this page opened, there's the live videos right there. That's where you'll go to get the live. Then you got the chat room. In the chat, you got radio chat and you got video chat. So what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the video chat. You can go in there, set up your own username. Look how sweet this is. Yep, usernames, messages. They got the emojis, the same thing like regular social media. So you can go in there and do all of that. Come up out of this. You're back. Go back to the main page, which is the live streaming page. Okay, now let's go over to the Daily Brew, the shop, and all of that. So once you go on that, you see the money. So there's the GoFundMe Yarima. You can GoFundMe right there. Boom. It's quick, simple, easy. Then we go to the Daily Brew for y'all. This is morning coffee. You can sign up here. Then there's a member's password. I'll give you that once you get signed up. Then you got my booking information. You can book me out for events. It's all right here in the app. Okay, so then we continue with the shop. My books in the shop. I got Twidwear in the shop. I got the Look It Up shirts in the shop. The Unity Walk shirts in the shop. You can get Twid shoes. I got all 4 of my CDs in the shop. So you can shop there. If you have a product yourself, tell me. We'll get it up in there. Not a problem at all. Then we go to our directory, Black Business Directory. You see this. If you want to be in this Black Business Directory, yeah, there's a cost, but get what we'll make it happen. But most importantly, here you can email me from this, boom. You can call me from this, boom. But then shows. This shows is important. If you want to have a radio show, yes, you can do it in the Yarima Karama app. You can have the radio show and people will be able to hear you when you go to the music section of this app. This thing is lovely. Get on board with this, family. Peace, prosperity, salutations. You're rocking with the brand, real life, real talk. These are the days of our lives. So yeah, I had to bring it over here on the app because, again, you know, IG and them, they make like ad dollars. They make billions. Facebook and them, they make anything, and then they have the nerve to want to block us when they want to block. Well, why do I have an app if I'm not going to use it? So I need to start going live over here more. I'm going to completely stop going live every place else but here. So people are actually going to have to get the app if they want to see Yarima Karama. Yeah, we got to pull our people away from Pontius and Pharaoh and start getting them over here on our own streams. You know, they can do it. We can do our thing too. So that said, if this is your first time rocking, please hit that share button. And see, this is what we do. We people over to the app. So share this. There's a share button right at the bottom on this app. Share this. It'll go out to all your social media outlets. If you're on Twitter, you can share it to Facebook, IG. Share the video. Gives how you bring more melanated people over to the family. People need to get the hate out their heart, and you know, let's get busy. So the notification just went. Hopefully people start to get on. Absolutely. I was just on IG. I know some people is probably scrambling like, damn, I've been downloaded this app. Shame on you. I've been telling you, download the app. So one issue I want to talk about, and I see a couple people getting on, that's beautiful. And eventually I'm going to be able, so what you can do is you can set up the chat. You can set up your profile in the chat. You can be in the chat room with us. Right now I can't see the chat, but that is something that we're working on. We'll fix to where I'll be able to see it and conversate with you at the damn time. Also, if you hear the radio on here, if you would like to have a radio show, whether it's commentary, if you're a D and want to do some music, that is available to you. It costs $25 per week. You have your own show, however many times per week, however many times in the day, and that you want to go on the show. You can have your own. You can talk about that. You just inbox me at yarimakarama@gmail.com and we can make that happen. Or just email me via the app. Just go in the app and you can email me. You don't even have to make it hard on yourself. So with that, again, share this. It's very important. Share this. This will go out to all of your social media outlets, to Twitter, go out to Facebook, IG. So make sure that you're using that share button, because we want to get as many of our melanated family here as possible. So with that said, with this immigrating, and I have to talk about this, because when we talk about immigration, talking about the availability of resources. And you know, when people come to this country, me as a black business owner in this country, wow. Okay, it came back on. So I did for a minute, now it's back on. So when we talk about immigration in this country, what we're talking about is the availability of resources, literally. So me as a black business in this country, and I did the thing on IG the other day where I had the cheesecake, showed, you know, the portion that white own and control in this country, the portion that immigrants get when they come to this country, and then left over basically for melanated people after everybody has taken their portion, and we basically get fucking crumbs left. Nothing is basically left. So when we talk about immigration, and me particularly as a melanated business owner in this country, I'm up against immigrants who work basically for free, immigrants who basically work for slave wages. I'm not willing to do that. I know the service that I provide, know what I bring to the table, and no, I'm not working for slave wages. But also, what it tells me is that white country, Caucasians, they love slavery. As much as they want to talk about the bullshit that they talk about, as much as they want to try to put up a front of, oh, you had this maid working for you for these slave wages and that's unacceptable. Bullshit. Bullshit. They love the system of slavery. If they didn't have slavery, then they would not allow immigrants basically work for slave wages, basically work for nothing. I go and I do bids for contracts, and these muckers always constantly underbid. They constantly bid. So the contracts go to them. Yeah, the contracts go to them. They come into our communities. Now, this is on us. This is on us. Because they should be allowed to come to our communities and set up business. That doesn't mean that their businesses should be thriving. Businesses thrive because we allow their businesses to thrive. But more importantly, they've already gotten the message. They come to our communities because they've already been told. Go there to their community. They're like liquid money. The flows right through their hands into ours. So they come to our communities already knowing this. So when black people about, oh yeah, I'm for immigration, you're basically killing your own self. You're committing an act of genocide against your own damn self. Why? Because these crackers is not giving up their resources. They're not giving up the resources that are left, that are available to us. Now the immigrants come in and get those resources well. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. And when immigrants talk this bullshit, when they come in here talking this bullshit about, oh, the playing field is the same, bullshit. It's not. That went to your country. Me going to Mexico, and the Mexican government giving me a visa and saying, you can do business here 7 years tax-free. And then I don't know what you and your people have been through. The fucking playing field is not the same. Stop it. A lot of these immigrants are coming here, living tax-free, able to set up businesses. Then they even got a team where now, even after their visa is up, they can put it on and get an extension, pass it on to their brother Julio, and now he can get the same amenities, the same accommodations. If those accommodations were afforded to us as native people in this country, we would be a whole lot farther than what we are. So no, we're not on the same fucking playing field. Stop that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm not going to ever be a participant in my own fucking genocide. I'm going to be a participant in my own demise. I'm just not going to do that. So I'm going to always speak truth to power. And when people are talking about yes to immigration and all that, that lets me know you know absolutely nothing about fucking resources and the maximizing of resources and the minimizing of resources. Lets me know you know there is a amount of resources, especially when we're talking about these crackers, not the majority of it. And we can have that conversation about going and taking back our resources. Have that conversation. But that's all it's be, is a conversation. Because motherfuckers is not going to do that. They're not going to go up against these crackers and tell them, oh, with guns and armor, because that's what it's going to take. These crackers is not giving back nothing. Get that out of your mind. Giving back nothing. That cracker that got on my feed talking real, he was talking, oh man, Yarima, everything you just said was beautiful. When I was talking about the goddamn melanated people have never gone into countries and raped, robbed, and pillaged, took they shit, left them desolate and out there. This cracker gets on my feed about and I posted his statement, posted his statement. And he was talking about Yarima, man, I agree with everything. It's on us as white people to make this shit right now, because we done fucked it up. You think I didn't get in that cracker's inbox? You can start, sir, by giving a donation. If serious about that work, you can start, because that's resources. Don't talk that shit if you're not willing to give up some resources. You can talk all day about, oh, and then the cracker had the nerve to piss me off with is, now that we've robbed and pillaged you, now that we've exploited your people, we should just live in harmony and all races should get along. No, fuck that. Fuck that shit, nigga. No, you owe us some shit. Now that you done taken our shit, now we should just live in harmony. Yeah, you would say some shit like that. You always say that shit. So I got in his inbox. Yeah, if you're saying that white people need to make this right, if you're saying that white people because of this, well, nigga, my non-profit organization, the Unity Walk, we're accepting donations to the work in the black community that we are doing. Yeah, that donation never came because them crackers just talking. It comes to actually doing something as far as resource are concerned. And they trust and believe they'll give resources. Don't think that they won't. They'll give up resources. But you got to be that bootlicking Negro that they done chose to give the resources to. Because they want that Negro where you ain't going to do nothing with these resources. No real work. Al Sharpton. We know you ain't really do nothing with these resources. Messy G. Jackson. So they'll give up resources. It ain't gonna be to the people that need the resources that are actually gonna do something with the resources. So when people talk that shit about immigration, you chopping off your own foot. And for those of you that work for somebody else, yeah, that might not matter to you, that run businesses. For those of us that grind from the bottom up. For those that go and sit in on those meetings and we're having to go home and do bid proposals. Yeah, that shit matters. Because the shit ain't so sweet. Yeah. When the lowest bid that you can go to actually something is 12 cents a square foot, and the goddamn mech comes in and says, I'll do it for 7 cents a square foot. And you know that 7 cents a square foot, nigga, you can't even pay rent with that. But in order for to get the bid, they'll come in and take the bid and get 5 and 10 of those bids and make stress. But black people talking, man, yes to immigration. We ain't even gotten our full lot in life over here yet. But you want to come in and get a portion of the cake that you ain't even got. It makes absolutely no sense. The other thing is this, real quick. The other thing is this. So, with the whole Jay-Z and this is how the media works. This is how the media works. The Breakfast Club did a segment on that the other day, and they're all in favor of Jay, and they were using all excuses. They were using all the excuses about, well, you know, we don't know what Jay's gonna do. I think it's premature. Jay sat down with those people at the table. Let me tell you something. Jay's in the billionaire class. You don't get in the billionaire class by just getting there by happenstance. You get chosen into that class. You don't just get there by fucking happenstance, man. Jay ain't gonna do shit in the NFL. What Jay's motivation is and what the NFL's motivation is in teaming up with Jay is very simple. We want black people, who are the biggest contributors and supporters of the NFL, we want them back. Ratings have been down, and we know if we put a fake Jay-Z up there, because we know you Negroes is on entertainment, we know you is really on sport and play, we know you Negroes like that hip-hop, just like you Negroes like that chicken. So we did the Popeyes thing. Now we're going to put Jay up in front of you because we need our ratings back up. That's all that is. Why do people think that a person with money already, black people still say, oh man, that's just Jay getting his. The nigga got money. The nigga got it. He got more money than he'll ever be able to spend in this life or the next. He's got enough money where he's going to be fine. His son, whoever, he got some children. I don't know their names. One I think is something. They're going to be fine. Their children are going to be fine, and their children are going to be fine. That's how much money this nigga got. And niggas screaming about, man, get your money, man. Get your money. That nigga's money. Why you hating, Yarima? It ain't hate. It's facts. Tell one black person that's ever been allowed into the white system that been a spook who sat by the door and made change for us as melanated people. Anywhere on the fucking globe. Tell me one. Anywhere on the planet. See, they fortified system, and that's the thing about Negroes. Negroes don't know that. But white people got a fortified system. They did systems, and there's not first of all, there's not gonna one Negro that they allow into the system to change it. That's that goddamn Jesus complex. You're looking at me like, God damn, what's he doing? Yeah, that's that damn Jesus complex. Oh, one man gonna save. Nah, nigga. One man ain't gonna save you. We as the Borg, as the unified community, yeah, we can all do it together, but one nigga ain't gonna save you niggas. Stop it. Stop playing games with self. Bad, man, that we think like that, we even think like that. If anything, I respected it more. I would have respected it more if Negroes had been on some, you know what? We gonna hold accountable to make sure he does the right thing, and if he don't, we fucking with him. We gonna make sure that that nigga ain't up there booking and selling out. We gonna make sure. I would have respected that more than the, oh, Jay, man, you don't know the moves he gonna make, man. You don't know. No, I know what racism makes. I don't need to know the moves Jay gonna make. I've seen Jay's work. I've seen the pit he was tight with that he ain't no longer tight with. They ain't even with him. I've seen when the fucking Jews played him against Dame Dash. I seen it. So what talking about, Jay? I seen him fall with some warriors. That's what I've seen. Yeah, I've seen his name in paperwork. I was in prison. I've seen his name in multitudes of paperwork. That's what I've seen. So why talking about the jail bailouts and all of that? They all do something. That's how they keep their face out there. You think Packers is stupid? Look like a revolutionary. All you got to do is a few things. Boom. Negroes will be following you. They'll have motherfucking they'll have their hands wrapped around your nutsack, son. All you got to do is a few things. Cause we know how the Negroes think. It ain't even got to be no big deeds, small deeds, some jail bailouts. Shit. Jay be like, shit, I don't even need a tax write-off for this one. Ain't no money. Come on, man. Niggas be acting sometimes, man. Well, a lot of times, not sometimes. There ain't no about it. Niggas be acting just plain Looney Tune. So, yeah, we ain't, stop it with the Jay's pull a coup. Stop that. Jay ain't gonna pull no coup. They know who Jay is. Just they know, Jay, you get out of line, we can end your career. We did Bill Cosby. Just like we did Michael Jackson. Just like we did Prince. Jay, you know we killed JFK, right? That right, Jay? Fuck around if you want to with that shit. Cause nigga, you ain't slicker than us. Now, if it was a 100 or 300 or 400 of y'all, yeah, then we'd be on to something. But miss me with the one is going in to make some change. The whole thing, my whole spill, all these years I've been speaking has been about you. My whole time. Because one thing, I'm not the sharpest tool in the toolbox, in the shed. But one thing I do know is that me as one man, there's only so much I can do. But I know we as the multitude, as the hundreds, as the thousands, there's nothing that we can't do. But that's what it takes. It's going to take all of us working together. This is what I do know. If I don't know nothing else, I do that. I'm smart enough to know that. Can one man make changes? Absolutely. Absolutely. Is it going to take one man to free melanated people? Fuck no. That's the craziness. If it was going to happen, if one man was going to free melanated people, if it was going to happen, it would have happened when you had 1 million Negroes Washington. If it was going to happen, that was going to happen when you had 1 million united, moving. The problem was when you had that million, the message was on point. The problem was when you had that million, God damn, you had garbage bags full of money. Garbage bags full of money that left that day. But there's been no type of info on what has happened. There's been no type of update. Nothing. Probably hundreds of millions of dollars, if not more, actually left that place that day. Actually left DC that day. You ain't heard about that bread. You've heard nothing else about it. Nada. So if it's going to be one man that could do something, it would have happened at the Man March, and that shit ain't happened. So miss me with the one man. Hey, Jay is going to do what motherfuckers who was much smarter than him ain't been able to do. Jay is gonna do. Don't take it out of context. I'm not saying Jay is dumb, but Jay is a rapper turned businessman because of his money made rap music. Because money made off of rap music that kept the minds of many in the inner cities in the fucking gutter. I just keep shit real. Real. Jay's music kept many of our inner people's minds in the fucking gutter. That's how he made his money. It was a trade-off. It was a trade-off like it always is. There are trade-offs. Bill Clinton made a trade-off. He put more blacks in political positions while he was in president, but the trade-off was, I'm gonna lock also more blacks up than in the history of the country. It was a trade-off. Jay made his millions upon millions off of selling mental discourse and depravity alienated people and other groups as well, because hip-hop is universal. But I'm talking about Michael. I fuck with mine first and foremost. I ain't concerned about no other groups at this point. We get our shit together and we back on top, then I will show concern for others. But until then, as long as we at the bottom, I'm not gonna let anybody else convince me I should feel guilty about loving me and mine. So let's stop it. And the immigration issue, come on, man. That's, if you really think about it, you want to think about it, just for real, that's how we got in this situation to begin with. That's why we fucked off as a group of people to begin with. Because Africans wanted to let, and natives wanted to let, native aborigines, native indigenous wanted to let Europeans in. Africans wanted to let Europeans in. They had been roped into Europe. They let them in. It forced entry. They let them in. At the condition we in. Look at the condition we in when you go enemy in. So when you talk about immigration, just know that they taking food for your table. Just know that they taking money out of your community. They ain't giving nothing back. Shit, they sending that shit back home to Mexico. Then that shit back home over here. They sending their kids to college off of that. Why would they give you something back? And they looking at you like stupid for even giving us this shit. Cause you couldn't come to our community and do that. We wouldn't shot you. Every other community seems to be on code but us. So with that said, peace, prosperity, salutations. I will be in the chat. If you had any questions or concerns, I'll be in the chat. Share this video, hit that share, because this is how we're going to get our family to come on over here. Also, I think I went over some of the things that the app has, but I can go over that real quick again. It has the music, of course, but you can actually have a radio show on. Inbox me about that. You can have your own radio show. It's $25 a week to have. You can have time slots in there. You could have a radio show every day. You can do advertisement here. See, I'm doing everything that I can. I'm gonna make my own home here. So you can even do advertisement, just like they do radio advertisements on the regular radio. You can have advertisements over. If you got a business, you can have your advertisements. Tell us how often you want the ads ran. And like I said, $5 a week. And depending on the ad length and that sort of thing, we'll talk those numbers. But you can have your own show if you're a DJ, or you might have commentary. Yeah, I want you over here. Melanated people to know you. They don't just need to see me over here. This is just an app, me, but it's also for other melanated people who are out here and work. So, yeah, you know, and that's what we got to do. I'm getting off they shit. I will still post over there, but I'm not going live over there. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. Why would I got my own app? Why would I be on they shit? Let me tell you, the whole time I've been over there building the brand and all of that, I got 1 cent for advertising dollars. Not one. Not fucking red penny. Shame on me. But not the app. I would be stupid. I would be a goddamn idiot if I could just stay over there feeding their pockets. So if melanated people come over here, great. If they don't, I just gotta get lost, man. They just gotta get in the fray. I mean, that's just how it's gotta be. So with that said, peace, prosperity, salutations. I love you all. I will be in the chat later. I can't see it now, but I will be in later. I'm here. Have a splendid rest of your day. Oh, the morning coffees are, I was talking about the app. So the morning coffees over here. You can get those, you can subscribe to those. They're $3 a month and $20 for the year. Those are segments that you're not going to get on the regular videos that I put up. Also, the store is over here. Check out the store. You can get my book. I've consolidated, so everything that you need, even to connect with me, is on this app. You shouldn't have to go anywhere else. If you're talking about, oh, Yarima, I find your music. It's in the store. It's on this app. Well, damn, Yarima, I need your book. It's in this app. That dude, you would be wearing his stuff sometimes. I think it's Twid or yeah, it's Twid. It's in this app. Yeah, you can get that in this app. Yarima, them Look It Up t-shirts. You need to come out with Look It Up t-shirts. First and foremost, I've been looking it up t-shirts. And secondly, it's in this app. Yarima, what about the Unity Walk t-shirts? It's in this. Yarima, how can I email you? In this app. Yarima, if I need to call you about some serious shit, it's in this app. Yeah. Yarima, well, Black Business Directory. I don't necessarily want to get on a radio show, but I do have a business that I want to advertise. The Black Business Nigga, it's in this app. Yeah. Peace. I'm out.